Friend, I want you to succeed this year, especially those who are pursuing a career in post-production sound. Boy, do I ever want to see you succeed. But I also want to see you succeed in your personal life, in your relationships, in your personal development, in your finances. I am rooting and cheering you on from the sidelines. Well, today we're going to discuss a very, very countercultural strategy that you can use this year to win and to get ahead of others as they also pursue their careers in post-production sound. So let's, if you're ready, dive in. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Mastering Post-Production Sound. My name is Joel. I am a sound re-recording mixer and 16-year veteran of the sound industry. I'm here to help you navigate the sometimes murky waters of the post-production sound industry. This is the first episode in the new year. However, you may be watching this later in the year, so it doesn't matter. But Happy New Year. Hope you had a fantastic holiday season. And I don't know about you, but I am thrilled and I am excited to take on 2024. I was done with 2023. It was the year to be forgotten. Wait a second, there was a year like that too. That was 2020, right? But I am looking forward to 2024. And as we jump into this episode, I just want to say thank you for all of you who have subscribed to this channel. And if you're new here, I have a free gift for you. It is my free e-guide, The Insider's Guide to Navigating the Post-Production Sound Industry. It is the 5 core principles I believe every single post-production sound professional should master. So it's yours. Just go to masteringpostproductionsound.com/insiders guide for your free gift. A way to just say thank you for being here. So let's talk the strategy of all strategies as we head into the new year here. And that is, ready? Drum roll. Humility. Humility? What are you talking about, Joel? Humility? How's humility going to be a strategy for me going into this new year? Let me tell you, humility for me has been the cornerstone of my career. And let's just dive in. I want to share a couple ways that you can possibly look at humility in a different light. Let's first look at the definition of humility, right? Webster's defines humility as freedom from pride or arrogance, the quality or state of being humble. Man, let me tell you, being humble as a strategy, like who talks like that? Who suggests that, right? I will say that it is totally counterculture to what we're fed, this time of an age, online especially. In a space, especially on social media, where we're taught to go and get yours, post online, show people, hey man, this is what I'm doing. Look at my life, let's make other people jealous and, look what I got, I'm doing good out there. It's really different to take this approach of humility. And how does humility get us where we want in our professional career, especially in post-production sound? I'm here to suggest that we must stop just looking out for ourselves. Well, you might say, well, what's the reward in just, stop looking out for ourselves? Look, it's okay to want to succeed, and it's okay to want to elevate in our industry. There's nothing wrong with that. What I want to suggest this year as we head into the year is to take on the characteristic of humility. Humility will help us advance not only in life but in our career. Humility for me, staying humble in my pursuit throughout my 16-year career in the industry has been instrumental. Now, I didn't in the beginning, set out to say, oh, I'm going to be humble and, use humility. No, I'm telling you that it just happened to be that I found that if I put my head down and I worked hard and I stayed humble about it, people recognize that. That was just kind of something that came naturally for me. And I realized it may not come natural and easy for many of you. And this is why I'm suggesting, hey, let's take a different approach. Because if we stay grounded and we don't come with this attitude of like, oh, people owe me this, or I've worked hard, so when's mine? When am I getting mine? No, let's stay humble, because that humility will get you noticed by others in this industry. This is a very look at me sort of culture these days. Look at what I'm doing. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm going on this trip. Hey, I can afford, this Rolex, or I'm flexing like this. In this culture these days, everything's so fast paced. We're fed this idea that you can be an overnight success. My friend, the post-production sound industry, those of us who are in it, we know that we're in it for the long haul. This is a long play for so many of us. It has been. And then you look as time passes by and you're like, whoa, like, oh my gosh, you have that career. Look, how, you have the attention and everything, spotlight is on you. How did you do it? You're an overnight success. Wrong. We're not overnight successes. It's taken a long time to get there. Look at anybody who is doing great in this industry, and they will tell you that it started years ago, that they put the effort in. But along the way, one of the characteristics that you're going to find is common in so many of us in the industry is that we stayed humble. We were grateful for the opportunities that came our way. We stayed hungry. But along the way, we did not boast about what we can do, what we're doing. We just kept our head down and we stayed humble. Humility, my friend, has the potential to help you advance and get recognized by many others in this industry. So I want to propose this. What would it look like if we started putting others ahead of ourselves in this industry? It's weird, right? It's weird to say, oh, let's put other people before myself. This industry, friends, is notoriously not a kind industry. It is a me first industry. Well, I'm telling you right now, do you want to shake things up this year? Do you really want to make a name for yourself? Start by putting other people before you. I know, right? It really doesn't even, saying it, you're like, what? Like, that doesn't sound right. But I'm telling you, friend, if we take on that posture, it can be powerful. It can be powerful because we get so much out of putting other people first. And on top of that, those we serve in this industry will take notice. They will feel seen, heard, taken care of. Think about it. Our clients, if we start putting our clients first and we stay humble about what we're doing, putting our clients first can have a huge impact. So not only are we putting others first, above us and ahead of us, and staying humble in the process, putting our clients first and their needs first, taking the heart of service toward them can really, really make a huge impact in our relationships in this industry. So give that a shot this year. I know it's really counterculture and very different, but let me tell you, it has served my life well and my career very well. by staying humble and putting others ahead of myself. It's very like old school. It's a very like golden rule, right? You go back to like the golden rule of the Bible. You don't have to be a faith believer or know the Bible to know the golden rule. Put others, treat others rather better than ourselves. That applies to this industry. Imagine what it would look like if this year you spent it being humble, taking on humility, and putting others ahead of yourself. Like, seriously, you've tried the other ways. Like, stop for a second and seriously consider taking on humility and service this year. It has the potential to create long-lasting reputations for us in this industry. Some of the most thoughtful, kind, generous, and great people in this industry are those who just give. They give of their time. They give of their knowledge in this industry. Think about that. Those people, they're awesome. We all love them in the sound industry, in the sound community, because they give so much of themselves. The other side of that is this aggressive, self-promoting sort of person. And let me tell you, like, I'm online. I promote, my videos, and I tell you to go check out the new video. But the heart of it is I'm trying to help. I'm trying to share my experience, my knowledge, to give you some hope in the industry. But the other side of that aggressiveness, look what I'm doing, that doesn't bode well for our reputations. So again, it goes back to humility, staying humble, and coming from a place of service. So how can we bring humility to our networking? Because networking is a huge, important aspect to our industry, especially those of us who are navigating the post-production sound industry for the first time, and we're trying to make connections. How do we bring humility in networking? One of the ways I suggest, and I always tell people, is when you look to reach out to people, don't look at what can I get in this new connection or this relationship. Think about it. How can I serve this person? What can I do? How can I offer something to help them? They get a lot of DMs. They got a lot of people trying to get their attention. Imagine they get an email or a message saying, hey, how can I serve you? How can I help you? What can I do for you? That is countercultural, my friend. That will get you noticed. Helping others in this industry has always led to unexpected opportunities for me. When I have a good attitude and I'm out there putting myself, hey, yeah, totally, I'll help you, or no problem, like, I get it, the budget's not there, especially when I was, first starting, no problem, I just want to help. That's always led to more opportunities, and it's created relationships, because now these filmmakers, these clients, the producers, they know, oh, this person has a great heart, and I'm willing to bring them on the next time. You have no idea the kind of opportunities that lie ahead in the future by you just simply being nice and kind and taking a humble attitude and a heart of service as you move forward. You know what humility also does? Humility opens the door to learning and growth. I can't tell you how many times where I didn't know something, and instead of being proud, and having a lot of pride and not asking the question because I didn't want to look a certain way, it has allowed me to say, hey, I don't know something, I'm going to ask. And so taking, the humble route has allowed me to always be able to learn something, to be open and not be prideful, or arrogant to show like, oh, my fear of what they may think because I don't know things. No, humility allows me to be open to learning things. Maybe it's something on the console that I don't know. Hey, awesome, knowledgeable mix tech over there. I hate to admit this, but I don't know how to do this. Can you show me? No problem. But well, guess what? If I was prideful and I didn't show some humility, I wouldn't learn. I wouldn't grow. So many times throughout my career, I had to ask questions. Well, I would not have learned how to be better at what I do by not asking the questions, or rather, running the risk, what might they think of me if I ask this question? I don't want to look stupid. No. Humility allows us to put our pride aside and ask for help and ask for, the answers, when we have questions that we don't know. So stay humble, my friend. Ask questions. It's going to be the path of growing and learning. I encourage you to take any opportunity you have to learn from others, regardless of their status, whether they're above you or below you in technical skills. We can learn so much from each other. Be open to it. Humility has the ability to keep me grounded. And I hope that as we go into this new year, you can embrace and be open to the idea of being more humble in this industry. Humility opens us up to collaboration. It opens us up to feedback. I cannot tell you how many times in my professional career, just being humble about mix notes, feedback from our clients. I'll never forget, we had this scene that we had worked on, and we were so proud, and we went this, a certain direction, very ethereal, very verbed out, very stylized, and our showrunner creator, he was like, no, take all that off. I don't like it. If I was prideful and not humble about those opinions that he was sharing, I could have said, you know what? No. I think this is the way to go. We really need to do it this way. Oh man, he probably would have been pretty upset and being like, what? Like, what's going on here? Well, staying humble allowed us as a team to say, no problem. No, let's put it the way you like it. Let's try it this way. No. And you know what? Our client was able to walk away loving what he heard, and it only supported his belief that he had the best mix team in Hollywood. And our relationship with him is great to this day. We love working with him, and he's one of the best. So stay open to being humble, even in feedback. It goes a long way with our clients and our collaborators. So I want to ask you, now that I'm sharing a little bit about humility, and it may be a foreign concept to you, let's start a dialogue here. You can leave in the comments below. Is this a foreign concept for you? Is this the first time you're hearing that? How can you use the concept of humility in your workflow, in the way you interact with others in the industry? Do you see it beneficial? Leave me a comment below. For some of us, this may be a completely new concept. For others, it may be something you're already doing. And I suggest just double down on it this year. I'm telling you, this is the strategy of all strategies. Remain humble. Bring humility to your work, to your relationships, to this industry. That, my friend, could be the game changer this year for you. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Mastering Post-Production Sound. Thank you for joining me, and Happy New Year to you. I'm thrilled that 2024 is here, and I really, truly believe that bringing humility to the post-production sound industry can be a game changer. So, how will you bring humility to your work, to your business, to your pursuit in the post-production sound industry? Leave me a comment below. And don't forget, if you're new, I have that gift for you. Go to masteringpostproductionsound.com patreon.com/insiders guide to get your free guide. It's the 5 core principles I believe every post-production sound professional should master. Absolutely free. It's yours. My gift to you. Thanks again, friend, and I'll see you in the next episode.